I saw it in the morning today. आपने भी देखा? Both my learned brothers have seen the second status report. Oh, ऐसा करो.
Made please, Ross. No.
One second.
This is yours.
Just one suggestion.
Okay.
All my
Okay.
that will be first play.
My lord, in item 5, may I please request that the first pair is, my lord, that
You're not arguing it. You have somebody before you who is to argue his matter.
they are in item 7 and item 5, I am making a request.
But which is the leak prayer? Which is the lead matter? Are you prepared to argue the whole matter on the leak, etc.?
No, I'm on the, not on the legal aspect, my lord.
Then
I
why are you interrupting the flow of the proceedings? Allow somebody who is arguing the main matter to take charge, right? We'll hear you. We'll hear you at the end. No problem.
Since not replied. Made please, Ross. Lord, 2-3 things at the outset, Lord. As per my Lord's direction, CBI was supposed to file their status report. Filing, we understood it will be filed and it will be supplied to us. And that was the direction.
The only problem is this.
Pardon?
The only problem is this today. I
Please.
mean, I'm all for transparency. In fact, this is not a sealed cover procedure. Let me be very clear. But today an investigation is going on.
Correct. I
Right?
quite follow that.
If what CBI has told us in the course of the investigation is revealed, probably the investigation will get scuttled because people will become wise on what are the leads which have emerged in the course of the investigation. So that's the only thing.
I bow down, Lord, straight away. My only, you see, the intervention in between will cause a problem.
So what we would like you to do, Mr. Huda, is
Please, Lord.
you have to, redaction is not possible in these kind. If it's redacted, then it'll have nothing of it'll have nothing of substance. You will have to show us prima facie on the basis of your submissions that the leak is so systemic and has affected the entire examination process across the country that we must cancel the examination and direct a fresh examination to be held.
Yes.
That is the area where we want to hear you.
Lord,
And then we'll hear the learned solicitor in response to that.
I will assess this honorable court.
Then,
that area.
just 1 second. Second, we have some ideas also on what we are going to post to the solicitor thereafter.
Please, Lord.
We would like you to assist us on assuming, if we accept your wider submission that you must have a fresh NEET examination, then that's what you exactly want. Suppose in the alternative, after hearing you both, we are not with you. Then we would like you to also assist the court on which are the further lines of investigation, what are the lines of investigation which must be carried out, in the sense that which are the specific issues which must be investigated. So we would like your assistance on both. The other is an alternate argument.
Yes, but that alternative argument has also come in my supplementary note, which I circulated yesterday.
Okay, we'll
in the
take that.
same matter, I have suggested that this is the line of investigation should be conducted to unearth this entire controversy.
All right, then we'll look at that. Later on, we'll read it with you.
At the outset, my Lord, I was flagging my handicap in assist. Lord, I'm assisting. I'm not saying that. But the handicap I have in assisting this honorable court in this leak matter, one, they have not declared the entire result. They have declared the result of 100 people. And my assistance is information gathered from here and there. UPSC, my Lord, in IAS exam, they declare the result of entire people. At least they should have declared the result of this 1 lakh people who get admission, first 50,000 in the medical colleges.
Just one
and
second.
The two handicaps, my Lord, may kindly notice, I will have in the course of my assistance to this honorable court.
First 50,000. How many seats in the government medical colleges?
56,000. And Lord, everybody clamor for these first 56,000. Even the people below 56,000 may be willing to go for a re-examination.
And how many in the private medical colleges?
52,000. 56 and 52. That is 1,08,000. Now, my lord, if re-exam happens, literally it is, if all of them do not want re-examination, the total number is 1,08,000 people, not 23 lakh people. The remaining 22 lakh people
Have not got admission at all.
have not got admission. So
Except for the
they
fact-
are willing.
Except for the fact that if some people have wrongly got into the 1,08,000 category,
That's right.
then somebody below the 1,08,000 can legitimately get into that 1,08,000.
Correct. That's right. So, but in fact, the balance is this 1 lakh. If all of them 1 lakh don't want re-examination, this 1 lakh on one side and 22 lakh on the other side, who would like to take a chance in view of the this examination is marred by controversy. All 22 lakh would like to have a second chance.
That argument,
Yes, that
Mr. Huda,
argument,
there's a
I have-
problem. Forget the question of leak in this matter. Merely because, say, out of 22 lakh, 1,08,000 only have got admission
Correct.
or would get admission, and therefore you are left with, say, about 20 lakhs,
22 lakhs.
22 lakh students who would want to take a chance. We cannot order a re-examination merely because they want to take a
That's
chance.
right. But I just wanted to,
Re-examination has to be on a concrete footing, that the sanctity of the entire examination has been
I
broken.
bow down. I just wanted to dispel an impression that the stake in the re-examination is of lakhs of people. No, the stake is of 1,08,000 people. I will have to set up, demonstrate conclusively that we cannot segregate tainted from the untainted. In Tanvi Sabharwal case and the judgment authored by Malo, clearly says in Tanvi Sabharwal's case, the finding was we have identified 44 candidates out of 6 lakhs. The remaining we are not able to identify. So we cannot permit even 10 people.
Mr. Huda, I think, you need not labor that point
Correct.
because you're absolutely right on that.
I'm so grateful.
That if you can, conceptually,
Yes.
that if you can establish that it is not possible to segregate the tainted from the untainted,
Correct.
then the whole examination has to go. Because those basic, you can of course show those authorities briefly to us
That's right.
at a certain point.
Please.
But when we have looked at the facts, but before we go into the authorities, we want you to address the core of the facts before us.
That's right. Now, my lord, I will try to first summarize my case and then elaborate.
All right.
So that my lord has an
Fair.
idea what I am saying.
So you can summarize now. My brother Justice Pardiwala would like to know, out of 1,08,000, totally how many petitioners are before the court?
Lord, it is NTA can say, my lord.
NTA, 38 petitions.
Yes.
Now, you're for NTA, no?
Transfer petitions filed by the NTA, my lord.
So 38 petitions includes the 6 transfer petitions or transfer petitions?
Petitions before this honorable court would include the 6 transfer petitions
All
filed
right.
by the NTA. ma'am. So
But
32
Lord,
petitioners, 32
because-
petitions.
Our question is little
How
lakh
So,
8,000.
I represent 10. I'm from.
How many are
We
asking
can,
for?
supported by 43 more from.
because, Lord, I do not know how many, at least 100, the candidate must have
Alright.
called us individually, but who have not
I
materialized.
think they have a figure. 108. Mr. Kaushik, if you can just ask somebody, any of your team from the NTA, to just do this physical exercise of telling us even at lunch or after lunch, how many total students are involved in the matters before not involved, but how many students have moved the court in this batch of cases?
Lords, with utmost respect, my lords, that way.
Approximately 108 are seeking reconduct of the
The
examination.
council,
50, yes.
108 who are seeking re-exam are amongst 1,08,000.
No,
Yes,
No, they'll be outside 1,08,000.
We are outside 1,08,000.
They can't be. They can't.
Because 1,08,000 would get, they have succeeded.
1,08,000 cannot seek re-examination at all.
I represent
So all those who have not been able to
Yes,
clear.
yes.
They are not.
some people within 1,08,000 or also before your lordships,
Out
because
of-
they say
They will not get into government medical.
They
will not
first
get
to
into
55, they will get into it.
My lord, in my petition,
Seeking re-examination.
in my petition 700. In my lab petition, my lord, there are 5 candidates. One of them.
Now in charge, unless we ask a question to some other council, the others may not interrupt, because otherwise, our line of thinking is also affected. And he's deflected also. He has his thought process in some matter, yes.
Students out of total. But they are not in mission.
I'm on your side, ma'am.
Also, Brother Manan Mishra had a point. What is the minimum mark which has been received by the petitioners before the court? We just want, you need not give us an offhand answer. Just do it at lunch and tell us.
My lord, can I one thing, my lord? In 5 petitioner in my petition, my lord. One is having, my lord, 700. Another is
Right.
having 600.
How will we be able to, just wait for a minute. Let's have the conceptual basis of the matter. We can't go in individual facts like this. Let's have the concept very clear before us, and then we can see where the balance lies. Yes, Mr. Oda. We'll hear you. We're not going to run away. We are here to hear you and do justice to the matter.
Qualifying marks are 164.
Done this exercise, there are 131 students who are not falling within 1,08,000, and they are playing for retest.
131 students.
130. And there are petitioners, and there are 254 who are falling within 1,08,000. They are opposing them. Not that statistics can assist your lordship either way, but factually this is the position.
So 131 students beyond 1,08,000
Yes.
who want a retest, and
254, they are in the form of IAs for implement,
Who are opposing.
for opposing the retest.
lords, the
They
figures
fall
may,
within 1,08,000.
the figures may not always be right, my lords, because I represent somebody who falls within
Yes, that's true.
and who says, whose rank is about 2009. But, my lords, we'll work out the figures in common with Mr.
now
Kaushik.
tell us also what is the cutoff rank for the 56,000 and for the 1,08,000.
May just one clarification conceptually. Anybody who is above the 50th percentile qualifies, in the sense that if somebody above them also does not go into medicine, goes into IIT, for instance, there will be a figure. So passing is 164. Passing is 164, but admission is a dynamic process, may stop at 1 lakh, may stop at 1,50,000. And depending on the particular quota or reservation or whatever is available. 164 is the cutoff mark. 164 means that you are above the 50th percentile. So about half the people have a qualification to be allotted a seat, but not everybody will be allotted a seat. So it's a dynamic process. There is 1,08,000 seats available. Some of them may not opt for medicine, some may go into IIT, this, that, and the other. The figure will come down. And also depending on whether you have a reserved category or something. So it is not, so it is dynamic, but roughly saying, I think the last figures will stop at 2.5 lakhs, rank-wise. That's
Well, let's hear Mr. Huda now. Yes, Mr. Huda.
Wait, please, Lords. So, my lord, I'm
You
starting.
can summarize your case, you said.
Yes, my lord. I'll just summarize, but it will give me a space, please. What is the picture? Lord, I'm starting with a handicap. I do not have the result. Because of that, I cannot have the data analytics, which the state has placed NTA has placed on record, giving the bell curve. And Lord, one of the director of IIT Madras is a member of the governing body of NTA. They have run the data analytics process, taking the entire number of 23,33,000 candidates who sat in the examination. If data analytics is to be run to 23,33,000 people, at what stage 10,000 or 20,000 people have sneaked into it? This data analytics running into half a page, which every dot means thousands of people. You cannot detect any abnormality when you draw a bell curve, which is based on 23,33,000. The correct procedure, if at all they were doing it, the correct procedure was to apply this process to 1,08,000 people. The first 1 lakh people in 2021, 22, 23, and 24. Probably the curve would have been able to catch 1,000, 2,000 people going up and down. Now even 1% is up, is into thousands of candidates. This Honorable Court has not tolerated, even if it comes to a conclusion that 1,000 people have entered into the system of this 1 lakh, which we are not able to detect. This examination cannot be sustained.
Well, that's one aspect about what IIT Madras has done.
Yes.
Now, what about how do you develop? Now you can develop the basic case that you have.
I'm demonstrating that IIT Madras can't be relied upon.
Because they have taken the entire body of 21.33 lakhs.
That's right.
And according to you, that data analytics should have been done on the restricted figure of 1,08,000 and compare that with 2021, 22, and 24.
So great. And Lord, the governing body member is the of NTA is the director IIT Madras. There is a conflict of interest, Lord.
No, but therefore, you take it, I mean, what is at the highest, what does that lead to? Your argument is that the data analytics has been done by NTA itself.
Correct. That's right.
It can't be higher than that.
And apply.
That's because the director of IIT Madras is also on the governing body of NTA.
That's right.
You are,
Actually, he's not.
is not, they
He's
say.
present in
But
the court
the-
on my request. He says he is not on the board of directors of NTA.
Oh, I see.
He was an outsider who's without expertise.
But anybody from IIT Madras who is on the governing body of NTA?
He was, somebody else was
Was means in the past.
in past.
Today, IIT Madras has nobody from IIT Madras in NTA.
When was that password when he exited?
But the person, the director who has prepared this report,
Mr. Solicitor, just sit for a second and ask them what the position is so that you can have a seat.
where you are a member of NTA. Just, this is not the way it is done. Please don't do this.
I have not attended any board, not your.
Member. He is not a member. Any other person who is a member?
Anand was a member. Was a previous guy.
When?
बच्चों, आवाज आ गई, आवाज आ गई, आवाज आ गई। हाँ, अब आ गई होगी आवाज। फोन में चेक कर लो ना।
Subject to further verification. IIT, whichever IIT organizes GEE, IIT GE for selection in, the chairman of that examination committee is ex officio member in NET, NT. But the office, the director who has prepared this report is not the member. But some Mr. Gopal.
Now, IIT JEE for 2024 was held by IIT Madras or who else?
IIT Madras. He is the chairman of that IIT JEE examination committee, but he deputed somebody to attend meetings of NT.
Oh, I see.
He ex officio is there to use his expertise.
So I will take it down. IIT JEE for 2024
Was conducted by IIT Madras.
Yes.
And the chairman of IIT who conducts IIT JEE, ex officio is a member of NTA.
भाई तो अब बात जो है वो आईआईटी की।
And what role does IIT, what role does NTA have in regard to the IIT JEE?
Nothing.
There's no.
He is not
No, just ask the director.
NTA conducts JEE.
NTA conducts.
So the actual NTA, the actual IIT JEE mains are conducted by NTA.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So IIT Madras would only set the papers or what happens?
No, they would conduct the examination. JEE advanced they conduct, JEE mains is conducted by NTA.
तो बात अभी आईआईटी के रोल पर चढ़ गई है कि आईआईटी ने जो डेटा एनालिटिक्स किया वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट
by NTA. That's like the preliminary exam. The mains.
Advanced.
Advance is like, no. Advance is only in IIT.
May final.
This is only for IIT. Whosoever is intended to get admission in IIT, they opt for the advanced. Otherwise, all other.
They are only, the admissions are on the basis of IIT JEE mains.
The mains.
And IIT JEE advanced, NTA doesn't conduct that. So IIT JEE advanced is conducted by whom?
NTA.
No.
This is conducted by
IITs.
IITs or one IIT?
One IIT.
It is conducted by IITs. One become the organizing IIT. This year it was IIT Madras.
Okay. So this year, the IIT JEE advanced, the organizer was IIT Madras.
Correct.
Okay.
And Lord, he has gone into city-wise as well as center-wise analysis.
तो जो petitioners हैं उन्होंने बोला कि
JEE is the next officio member of NTA
Governing body.
of the government. Is ex officio a member of the governing body?
Yes, it's a governing body, it has no correlation with the activities of the conduct of the exam.
So the IIT JEE, the chairperson. So this time, who was the chairperson?
I took this time chair, he was the chair.
He was the chairperson. He deputed one Mr. Gopal Krishnan, to attend the meetings on his behalf.
No, but who was the chairperson? The director of IIT Madras was the chairperson?
Yes, for G. Because IIT Madras was the organizing body.
So IIT Madras was the organizing body both for the mains as well as advanced, or only for advanced?
Only advanced. Mains was conducted by NTA,
NTA.
by us.
Entirely. But IIT Madras's director was an ex officio member of the
Governing body, Manoj, which is a kind
Of
of a policy
NTA.
making.
of NTA. And is he an ex officio member only for this year or generally?
He would be, whichever IIT conducts the exam of.
For that year, he becomes a member of the governing board. All right, I got it.
But I must take the lordship note that placed in the report is, my lord, for, say, a city-wise spread of top
So
100 rankers.
this time the director IIT Madras would be ex officio a member of the governing NTA, but he had deputed somebody else on his behalf
Somebody.
to attend the meetings.
One Mr. Professor Gopal Krishnan.
Lord,
And I have city-wise and center-wise.
so that I'm explaining.
तो मद्रास पर बहस छिड़ी हुई है कि मद्रास वालों का कॉन्फ्लिक्टिंग इंटरेस्ट है कि नहीं है एनटीए के अंदर। तो बेसिकली जो आईआईटी मद्रास की रिपोर्ट थी जो ये बता रही थी कि बेल कर्व है, डेटा
और डॉक्टर
Gopal Krishnan. Professor Gopal Krishnan.
में कोई एबनॉर्मलिटी नहीं है, उसको चैलेंज किया जा रहा है कि भैया आपने तो सारे बच्चों पर एनालिसिस कर लिया, माइक्रो एनालिसिस नहीं हुआ, 4 साल का कंपैरिजन नहीं हुआ, तो डेटा ही गलत है जो आईआईटी ने दिया है, उसको हम क्रेडिबल नहीं मान सकते, ये पिटिशनर्स बोल रहे हैं। एनटीए के सॉलिसिटर जनरल बोल रहे हैं कि भाई साहब ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, सेंटर वाइज, सिटी वाइज, माइक्रो लेवल पर डेटा एनालिटिक्स हुआ है, 2023 से हमने कंपेयर किया है। तो जो मेन बेसिस था कि भाई एबनॉर्मलिटी नहीं है, किसका?
Bias that may not help here. I have sat with him, my lord, I have examined everything which he has done. Yeah, I can show it to your lordships, and my lord, it is city-wise, center-wise, and at the national level.
Yes, Lord,
Just so that there is no.
that you can indicate when your turn comes. Notice. All right, now tell us.
without showing the document, Lord, that city-wise and center-wise, the first table is, my Lord, the bell curve of 23,000 people. 23 lakh people. The second table is city-wise top ranker analysis, the top 100, how top 100s are spread over across the cities. Then there is a table which gives the seat.
Can we do this, Mr. Huda, to understand your submission? Can we just look at the report of IIT Madras?
Yes,
They have
I
referred to?
straight away demonstrate.
Let's go straight there because
Yes,
no,
Lord,
let us
can-
first understand what they have done.
Yes, that's great, Lord. Lord, may kindly see the reply filed by them on 10th of July.
Just one second. Serial number कौन सा है भाई ये?
Union of India.
Additional affidavit dated 10th of July filed on behalf of respondent number 2, my Lord.
NTA dated 10th of July.
Correct, Lord. That's right. Lord, this is respondent number 2. Annexure A, Lord. Page 12.
अरे page 950 तो है ही नहीं बोलता.
Huh? Is this a union?
It's analysis of the 17 candidates or no?
Lord, this annexure is data analytics of NEET UG 2024, annexure A.
Not, it may be part of the petition filed by Shivangi Mishra. Item
is Shivangi Mishra?
7.1, so that was the first.
Yes.
Yes, it is in Shivangi Mishra's case, my Lord, because they didn't file it in my case.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
But copies are served on.
Yes,
That is
copies are.
report from IIT Madras, pages
Yes.
12 to 18. Let's see that.
Yes, now, you see, and at page 12 is, my Lord, there's an executive summary given on page 1. And then, my Lord, the charts. Executive summary, my Lord, indicates they have gone all the way to explain, my Lord, if I can read it, my Lord, the executive summary.
Yes.
Marks distribution follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating.
Just 1 second.
तो भाई अभी आईआईटी मद्रास ने जो डेटा दिया है उसकी चीरफाड़ हो रही है। मोटा मोटा मैं अगर आपको बताऊं, एनटीए ने एक्सटर्नली आईआईटी मद्रास को बोला था कि आप जो रैंक इन्फ्लेशन का मामला है ना,
I'll give you summary, short summary. Marks distribution follows bell-shaped curve that is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating no abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done for 2 years, 23-24, to find out if there are any abnormal indication. Analysis is carried out for the top 1.4 lakh ranks, given that the total number of seats across the country is around 1.1 lakh. This analysis is granular enough to indicate any abnormality had a large number of students gotten into high rank top 5% due to malpractice, or if students from a particular exam center or city were benefited. The analysis show that there is neither any indication of mass malpractice nor a localized set of candidates being benefited leading to abnormal scores. I would say this is beyond their brief, what they are stating here. D, there is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students
भाई तो आईआईटी मद्रास ने ये स्टेट किया था कि हमने सेंटर वाइज सिटी वाइज एनालिसिस कर लिया, हमको पूरे देश में कोई सेंटर सिटी ऐसा नहीं मिला जहां से एबनॉर्मली ज्यादा टॉपर्स आ गए हो। ये आईआईटी मद्रास ने बोला था। पिटिशनर चैलेंज कर रहे हैं कि आईआईटी मद्रास ने जो भी मैथमेटिक्स लगाई है, डेटा एनालिटिक्स लगाई है, वो क्रेडिबल नहीं है 2 कारणों से। एक तो वो बहुत ज्यादा बच्चों पर लगा ली गई तो बेल शेप करवाई गई, और दूसरा वो कि आईआईटी मद्रास के जो डायरेक्टर हैं वो एनटीए में इन्वॉल्व थे, तो बायस है।
There is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students specifically in the range of 550 to 720. This increase is seen across the cities and centers. This is attributed to 25% reduction in syllabus. That's not their case for them to say. In addition, the candidates obtaining such high marks are spread across multiple cities and multiple centers, indicating very less likelihood of malpractice. Lord, if I can take just one moment here. NTA, the government of India, in their reply is talking that they're attributing 2 reasons for this exponential inflation in the marks. 2 reasons are there is 22 to 25% syllabus reduction and hence the inflation. 2, increase in candidates. Nowhere there is a whisper that there was increase in the syllabus that we have placed on record. If not more, at least corresponding. So, if I can say so, the reply is not giving a full disclosure for oblique reasons. If they are talking about deleting the syllabus, they should simultaneously talk about increase also. At least they should disclose it. I will show the increase part of the syllabus. I will come to it. So there is an increase and decrease both. But this IIT Madras is talking about 25% reduction. Probably they are not given the papers that there is an increase also.
ये बोल रहे पेपर
Let's look at their data.
Yes. Now kindly see the first table. This table, blood, is for 23 lakh people. They say it is a bell shape. And any large examination will have a similar kind of a shape. And hence, there is no red flags. Now, starting from extreme right, where 720, now it is going up to the marks. Now, at every stop, there are thousands and thousands of people. This one line, which encapsulate about 24 lakh people, cannot give them any abnormality if 10,000 have gotten into this system through a back door, and there is an inflation. Inflation is admitted, leak is admitted. They are trying to justify it that it should be the same curve, and it is the same curve. So this is no indication that there is no abnormal. That is my respectful submission. Because of the data is too large, which can't be caught.
तो यार हिंदी में अगर मैं समझाऊं,
variations can't be seen with this large data.
तो ये बोलना चाह रहे हैं कि इन्होंने जो भी कर्व दिया है वो 23 लाख बच्चों पर है, उसका एक छोटे से पॉइंट में भी 1 से 2000 बच्चे आएंगे। एकदम सही बोल रहे हैं। उन्होंने छोटे स्केल पर डेटा एनालिसिस नहीं किया। डेटा एनालिसिस सिर्फ 1,08,000 बच्चों का होना चाहिए था एज पर पिटिशनर्स। आईआईटी की रिपोर्ट में शायद कुछ और लिखा हुआ है, कहीं ना कहीं पर मिस इंटरप्रिटेशन यहां पर हो रहा है, बट इनके हिसाब से आईआईटी मद्रास क्रेडिबल नहीं है।
This is top ranker analysis.
और ये ऐसा भी बोल रहे हैं कि सिलेबस इंक्रीज भी हुआ था।
Versus number of candidates for all the candidates who took the examination. Similar analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This further strengthens our view that there was no major abnormal. There can be abnormality, but there is no major abnormality which can be caught by this system if this Python software is run through 24 lakh students' data. Now, we can see center-wise top ranker analysis, which they say that there are city-wise. There are 571 cities. They say first top 100 are evenly spread. And then the data they give is only with regard to 17 students. Bangalore, Karnataka 5, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh 4, Kota, Rajasthan 3, Tamil Nadu 3, Patna, Bihar 2, total is 17. Why are they shying away? If they have run it for top 100, they should give for top 100. That will include Hardayal School, Bahadurgarh, which had 8 candidates from the same center. Now, they are leaving us in darkness because they have the data, we do not have a data. So whatever they are saying, we are trying to analyze and find that is it correct or not. Now, the same story runs through all their tables. Can you see the next table?
But I can give you, there is no difficulty. Only a minute, just to give the context. This chart shows that out of students who got first top 100, and we are not counting those 1,563. Please don't count them because they become a separate class.
My only limited objection is why send only for 17 people? Why don't they give a data for 100? Top 100.
I'm answering that. Please allow me to. You listen to it. In Bengaluru, just to show the difference, in Bengaluru there was 1, here it is 5. Maximum in India, the city which got 100 ranker is 5 in Bengaluru, Lucknow 4, Kota 3, Namakkal 3, Patna 2. I 10101. You have to take up of the top 100 ranks. Yes. Top 100 ranks. If you can give us what cities do they come from? Because we have now got the data for the 17, 5 for 9 and 12 and 17. Rest for you can 1010 just give us in a chart. It's not you can give it to us and give it to the others also. That if you take the top 100, which are the cities from India?
Our counter affidavit at page 118, we have shared the 100 side also, and we have based it on.
Just give it to us separately right now.
Yes.
You have it right now, just give it to us.
Give it separately, it is annexed to our counter affidavit.
Where is it? You just page.
Your counter.
Page number 118.
Counter of NTA.
Item 7.
Vanshika, yes, sir.
118.
Yes. 100 कहाँ से बने?
So, again, with 91.
They are spread to 91 places, but these 5 are top. Bangalore has maximum students, 5 who are in the first 100. Rest would be 10, 10, 10, etc.
You said
950.
Affidavit
So we have NTA.
Yes, Manoj, 8 annexed R19.
A19.
R19. PDF page 121.
Replying.
$121.
PDF 120.
Hey, 121 is some wakalatnama.
Annexure
Analysis of top 100 can
R19.
Counter affidavit on behalf of NTA.
Additional affidavit of NTA.
Additional affidavit of NTA.
The petition number would be petition 335 of 2000.
Correct, correct. So one Binod Kumar Sahu is the deponent?
Yes.
Right, got it.
There we have got the annexure A1 is a performance analysis of 17 candidates of Patna, Bihar.
Yes.
A2 is copy of screenshots of messages.
Correct. Same.
Now, which is the chart that you're referring to?
118.
तो टॉप 100 की सिटीज सीजीआई हमारे पूछ रहे हैं, वो इन्होंने बता दी एनटीए ने कि हमने दे रखी है, अब उसके ऊपर देखा जा रहा है.
The analysis of top 100 candidates.
Where is that actually?
That exactly, my lord.
118, my lord, annexure 19, R19.
118. पेज नंबर तो 118 होगा.
टॉप 100 का डेटा ढूंढने में टाइम लग रहा है, अभी उसको ढूंढने की कवायद चल रही है.
It's continuous page PDF 1070. 1070.
There is no top ranker. This is the additional.
Sound.
तो जो पिटिशनर हैं वो बोल रहे हैं कि आपने सिर्फ टॉप 17 का बताया है कि 5 बेंगलोर से आ गए, 3 कोटा से आ गए, 2 पटना से आ गए. पूरे 100 का डेटा बताओ कि कौन से टॉप 100 कौन कौन से शहर से आए हैं, उस पर डिस्कशन चल रहा है अभी.
So, my lord, here given center-wise toppers for all 100.
Right. So first is Guntur.
That's it.
Lord, can your lordships come to 121?
Yes, we got it.
We have 121.
Yes.
Please see Lucknow.
See which one?
Lucknow, my lord. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, my lord. Left hand side, first column, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. 2, 1, 1. Your lordship gets, my lord? Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh is the lord state. Lucknow is the city, and SDSN Mahavidyalaya is the center. From that center, out of 100, 2 candidates fall into 100, first 100. Then in Lucknow, Loyola International, 1 student, and Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow Central Academy, 1 student. Total up to 4. And therefore, in the report of the IIT Madras, they mentioned Lucknow as 4.
Lord, may at the same page, Lord, may kindly see at page 120, there are 9 people, 8 people from Jaipur, which they have not captured in the table. Kindly see the Jaipur, my lord. Page 120. Yes. Jaipur alone has, my lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 people.
Sir.
They have captured
2.
They have not
captured 9.
तो जयपुर के बारे में बात हो रही है कि जयपुर से 9 टॉप 100 के बच्चे आए, जबकि आपने बोला नहीं था।
You're right. 2, 3,
Nine.
4,
It is
5,
nine.
6, 7, 8, 9 probably.
No, 8 seconds.
7 people from Bihar, my lord, in this.
Uttar Pradesh, we get 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4.
Yes.
That 3 from Lucknow, 2 from Noida. Lucknow 4, no?
But the purpose is to show that they are spread over. That in Lucknow, there are only 4 out of total 23 lakhs who appear. But just to show that if there would have been any
If they are giving
leakage or malpractice,
Lord, if
in
they are
one
giving-
center there would be a spike. That's the intention.
Bihar, there are 7, right?
Yes.
Bihar, they are 7. Yes, my lord. Hmm?
State-wise, Bihar, there are 7,
Yes,
right?
बिहार से 60 टॉपर्स आए।
Haryana, how many?
Gujarat, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Haryana 3. 4. Haryana 4.
And
And can you notice Haryana 4 is in a situation, if I can give you a comment here.
Yes.
There was one Haryana school in Bahadurgarh where 8 people were from the same center.
And the
And the story of that center is that the
paper
paper
distributed in that center, 500 odd student, was taken from Canara Bank. Paper
That
was
is a different
distributed-
issue. Let us
That's a different issue, but I'm showing it has a relevance here.
But Haryana, there are 4. There are 4 in the top 100.
Lord, there were 6 people in the top, which are not.
They're not there now.
Because
what happened in Bahadurgarh?
One other glaring thing I just want to state here. NTA never disclosed it. That in Hardayal school, Jhajjar, the question paper taken from Canara Bank was distributed. That paper was taken. There was absolutely no delay in distribution of paper. The principal of the school is on record on YouTube. Even here it can be shown. She says that we collected paper from SBI as Canara. Ultimately, the instructions came that you distribute paper from. Allow me to state it.
It's a different issue. We will not
Different issue that which you have never disclosed on affidavit till now. And I will demonstrate in that's a very clinching issue, which they are getting agitated on that. Paper taken from SBI as well as Canara both. The paper was distributed, which is taken from Canara Bank. The entire country was giving the paper taken from SBI, but Hardayal School, Bahadurgarh, paper was given, distributed, and ultimately full time was given and paper was taken on the basis of Canara Bank. Answer.
That we should call it from.
Now, Lord, what happened is, just if I can complete it, what happens is the principal says that after about 40 minutes, I conveyed it that we were told Canara Bank and now the students are attempting Canara Bank question paper. Then the instructions to her was that, all right, if it's already 40 minutes, so let them do Canara Bank. They did Canara Bank. Ultimately, what they did not disclose it to anyone, but they gave grace marks to everyone in that school. And because of those extra marks, 6 people got 720 out of 720. 2 students from the same center got 718 and 719. Thereafter, this was a grace marks given.
Of course, thereafter a fresh examination was held.
That is impinging upon the entire system there.
Now,
initially, they arbitrarily gave grace marks
for which they were not entitled to at all. Now, this is how they have given grace marks across the country. There was absolutely no justification. because they have not come clean on that. Here they should have said, in Bahadurgarh, a different paper was given. That is why we are holding a re-exam. Fine. First, they said that there was a delay in distribution of paper. There was a loss of time and hence grace marks. When they were caught in this court, then they appeared before the Honorable Other Coordinate Bench and said, now we are having a re-examination. So please do not go into how we gave the grace marks to this 1561 people. I'm sorry, 1563. So the question that how they gave grace marks to 1563 people on account of loss of time has not been examined by this Honorable Court. They, in their reply, they say that the issue stand resolved because we have had a re-exam. My question is, my lord, that how in the first instance they identified 1563 like the center in Bahadurgarh, and to hush up the matter, they say we have a re-exam. Now, my lord, if it was on account of loss of time, they should have given opportunity to everybody in the country. That wherever there is a...
Mr. Huda, that has attained finality. Our court dismissed that. Our court is up. Initially, they decided to give grace marks to everybody. That was when that was done. There were representations, they said. They told us last time there were representation. Thereafter, they decided to revoke that because fresh committee was appointed. They decided to have a re-examination. Is that correct?
My disrespectful submission, I may have to interrupt here, only for a moment. Later. My submission is not this. In the first instance, they indulged in two pick and choose for identifying 1563. One classic example is of Bahadurgarh. Then nobody knows how they picked up 1563. And re-examination with the people who were not entitled to get this chance again, got the chance again. And out of this number, out of the total, out of 1563, how many make it into the 1,08,000? Yes, so that's an interesting question they have not disclosed. But out of 15, that's the proof of the pudding is in that. Out of the 1562, what they required, how many are clear? Which included 8 top rectors from one center. We find the other side of that. Now the top 100 cities.
तो झज्जर पे बात हो रही है कि भाई झज्जर वाले बच्चों का एग्जैक्टली क्या हुआ, उनमें से फिर जब री एग्जामिनेशन हुआ तो उसका डेटा आपने नहीं निकाला, तो डेटा आप दे दो। बेसिकली पिटिशनर की यही मांग है, घूम फिर के बार बार वो इसी पे आ रहे हैं, हम सब भी यही चाहते हैं कि आप प्लीज डेटा बता दीजिए कि री एग्जाम हुआ, उसके बाद क्या हुआ, कौन से सेंटर के कितने बच्चे हैं। आप सारे बच्चों का डेटा रिलीज नहीं कर सकते, उन टॉप 1,08,000 का रिलीज कीजिए जिनको गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज या प्राइवेट मेडिकल कॉलेज आज मिल जाएगा। ये मेन मांग हो रही है।
From that top 100, I've done an analysis. The maximum from the states, you said they had disclosed data only for 5 states, 4 or 5 states. Now Andhra Pradesh got 7 in the top 100. Bihar 7. Gujarat 7. Just check this up. Ask your team to check it up. I've just done it manually. Andhra Pradesh 7, Bihar 7, Gujarat 7, Haryana 4, Delhi 3, Karnataka 6, Kerala 5, Maharashtra 12, Punjab 6, Rajasthan 19, Tamil Nadu 8, UP 6, and West Bengal 5. So it appears that this spread in the top 100 marks is distributed across the country.
Yes. This covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 states and 12 states and 1 UT.
तो सीजीआई बोल रहे हैं कि टॉप 100 में जो बच्चे आए वो स्टेट्स के अक्रॉस यूनिफॉर्मली स्प्रेड है।
The people got re-examination opportunity.
It is
out of them
95 centers.
73 did not pass the basic marks in the
100 candidates. Our affidavit, my lord, says first 100 candidates was analyzed and it has been reported that they are distributed across 95 centers located in 56 cities within 18 states and UT of the country. 69, my lord, in Vanshika Yadav state.
What have you said? That the first 100.
In this regard, just read, my lord. It is submitted that allegation of the petitioner that number of students scoring high marks are only from certain center is completely unsubstantiated. In this regard, the result of top 100 candidates was analyzed and it has been reported that they are distributed across 95 centers located in 56 cities.
Yes.
Within 18 states or UTs of the country. This diverse distribution highlights the widespread participation and competitive spirit among students from different regions and educational backgrounds.
Mr. Huda,
This is not-
you on the other aspects. But if you look at, as they say, first 100 candidates are distributed in 95 centers in 56 cities in 18 states. Apart from that, as we said, the maximum we have taken in students, at least 5 or more per state. 5 or more per state. We find that distribution in 12 states and 1 union territory. With the highest being Maharashtra,
Rajasthan 19, followed by Maharashtra 12, followed by Gujarat and Bihar 7, and Karnataka 6.
Yes, good.
तो भाई 95 सेंटर्स पे टॉप 100 के बच्चे आए हैं, 56 सिटीज में आए हैं, 18 स्टेट या यूनियन टेरिटरी से आए हैं। तो बेसिकली सीजीआई ये बोलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि ये तो इवन स्प्रेड है, इसमें उनको कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं दिख रहा कि किसी पर्टिकुलर पर प्रॉब्लम हुई है।
Who secured 720 out of 720?
They are also reduced now because of the re-examination.
Now tell us, originally 67 students
Yes, yes.
got
720 out of
720 out of 720.
Yes.
Now, how many of those were in the, I think 17 were in that 1563, no?
Yes. No, not
44.
How much? 44?
Initially,
they are reduced.
7 were there.
But
which
I
got
gave-
reduced,
Yes.
got reduced to 61 because of re-exam at Bahadurgarh. And
This 44
we are
attributing to the aspect of one question paper in which 2 options were not correct.
As a
As a result whereof, 44 candidates got the benefit of
Extra
extra 4 marks,
making
making it
to
720. If those 44 were removed,
then
then
toppers of the
toppers
entire country are only 17.
So 44 students got the benefit of the grace mark.
grace marks.
Yes.
Not grace marks, full marks for there was an error in the NCERT book contained the wrong answer. So there were 2 correct answers.
तो बात पुराने उस पर चल गई है कि भाई 2 करेक्ट आंसर थे, 44 तो टॉपर उससे है, 17 टॉपर खुद से आ गए और 6 को हमने हटा दिया।
The answer or the actually correct answer was given, graded as correct.
If they are removed,
They were 44.
yes, because they would otherwise get minus, because this is a negative marking system.
Because you didn't go by the NCERT, your booklet didn't go by the NCERT answer, but what was truly the correct answer? They said that, look, the earlier edition of the NCERT book had also this answer.
Now,
So you treated both as correct answers.
Yes.
And those are 44 students.
and total, my lord, are otherwise 17, which in a multiple choice question, my lord, framework is possible in that out of 20.
So now, as it stands, 61 students across India get
720 out of 720 today.
out of
44 students have got the benefit of
that
one question. There were 2 correct answers, but treated as the correct 2 options.
treated as correct answers.
My lord, we have
17 remains.
So balance 17 really.
If 44 are
as the real purpose.
100% students.
No expectations.
Now tell us one thing, out of these 61 students who have now got 720 out of 720, Or let me put it this way, in the top 100, are there any cases where students had changed their centers? In the entire exam, Mr. Kaushik, how many students changed their centers in the entire exam? 23 lakhs. We'll go step by step. In the 23 lakh, total number of students who appeared were 23.33 lakhs. How many students had changed their centers out of the 23.33 lakhs?
Yes, the center allotment is only on two
Only two factors.
One is
permanent city and the current city residence. We do not take any specific option with regard to the change of center. The correction window is opened up.
In that,
the field may be changed by the candidates which not from government. So that will be government or the correct city. Yes, only two options. So once you register, you can change the center.
In the name of corrections, some students change the center also, correcting the parameters or the fields of the application form. We give correction window for some time. During that process, only the possibility of change of center.
But you will never know it.
No, that also has to be on the basis of the address.
But you don't have the fields which are finally filled in by the student and the corrected fields.
So far, as of now, the system doesn't catch that.
So we don't know how many students actually changed their centers when the window for correction was open.
We know the correct number of the students who utilized the reopening of the window, in which 15,000 students utilized the correction model for the purpose.
No, one second. 15,000 students utilized the window which was
left open for making corrections in their applications. Now, of the 15,000, how many have corrected the field of the center? They shy away from one second. Yes. For them,
that
they should open this window. Rajasthan had window to correct the fields. The window to correct the fields. How many days was that window kept open? What is the days? 9th and 10th of February. This is for correction. This is not for correction alone.
One second.
We'll ask them. One second. The window to correct the fields. How many days of time was that? 24. List of fields.
तो बेसिकली मामला 9 और 10 अप्रैल की तरफ बढ़ रहा है, जो पिटिशनर लेकर जाना चाहते हैं कि आपने 2 दिन क्यों विंडो खोली एक्स्ट्रा फॉर्म्स भरने के लिए। एकदम सही जा रहा है ये, उस दिन का डेटा रिवील होना चाहिए क्योंकि तब ऐसा लग रहा है कि बहुत सारे टॉपर्स एकदम से घुस गए।
Now tell us one thing, one more thing. The candidate, when the candidate fills in the application form online, does the candidate have to fill in the city or center?
City.
City only.
City only.
Center is allotted by NTA. By the computer. So what they can change is the city, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if a candidate has, say, filled in Guwahati, that candidate during that window can change it from Guwahati to Lucknow.
Yes.
But no candidate can decide on the center. Is that correct? Centers are allotted only by NTA. Just check, is that correct?
Yes.
By computer system.
By the computer system.
Center allotment is only 2 days or 3 days before the exact date of exam. So nobody would come to know which center is going to be allocated.
But that's not an issue.
Center will be the same section.
To correct fields, you are saying.
March to 20th March, page number 98.
Is it correct? 18th March to 20th March?
18th March to 20th March and 11th April to 15th April.
All right, 1 second.
11 to 15
was additional.
You
New people came.
19.
And 11 to 15.
बात आ रही है 9 और 10 अप्रैल की, ये मैंने
How many corrected their fields between 18th and 20th March?
That NEET's data is to be found out.
But you said that 15,000, no?
That is NEET's when additional slot was opened on the basis of the court orders and representations. Further time was given to make fresh applications.
In April?
Yes, please.
So 15,000.
Yes.
25, 24,000.
All right, 8th April to 15th, 11th April to 15th April, you said, no?
No, 8th April to 10th April.
No, no.
No.
Correction window is 7th to 15.
Notification was 8th April dated, and the window was open for 9th and 10th for new registration. For new registration, not for correction, and for correction.
In which?
Sir, I am reading for you from your affidavit and from your document.
What is the window?
I was at page number 99.
Just read it.
Page number 99. This is a public notice dated 30th March 2018. The object is correction in particulars on the online application form of National Eligibility Cum Entrance Exam UG
24. Now, my lord, I am reading the box, the relevant part. NEET 2024 UG. Duration of correction 18th March to 20th March 2024 up to 11:50 p.m.
Right.
Field for correction. So he is even not disclosing it, that what field. It was specifically mentioned that field for correction is as per Annexure A, and that Annexure A was not. Annexure A was filed on the next page. All fields. This is very important.
So between 18th and 20th March, you could correct all fields.
All fields and update documents except the contact mobile number, email. So other than
All right.
everything has
Now,
to be
which was the second window? We got the first window, 18th to 20th March. What is the second window?
The second
Not for
window
the
is
correction.
9th of April and 10th of April. For 2 days, the second window opened for a new application, a new registration.
At page
And
number
that is for 15,000. They will not say that it is, this is unprecedented. It never happened earlier. They say that they were directed to do this by the Rajasthan High Court. Rajasthan High Court order is on record, which pertained to only one candidate. And High Court said, for this candidate, you permit him the registration.
So 9th and 10th April 2024, you say there were 15,000 fresh.
As per our information. Now 18th, 20th March 24, how many corrections? That was the window of correction. We have figured that.
That NEET's we will have to work out.
All right, and 9th to the 10th of April, how many new applications came?
That according to our information, we have given the data NEET's 15,000 applications. New applications were received.
We'll take your data. It's official data.
And my lord, one more important
Change of
They are
center is concerned, the petitioners have NEET's focus only at Godhra. In Godhra, the change of center was by only 34 persons, out of which only 16 would be allotted to change of center. They are not getting NEET's anymore.
So, change of centers.
Yes.
Was by NTA to change the center.
By the candidates, by the candidates. Yes.
No, but do you think that the candidate has no choice of change of center?
City. Right.
So, example, Jaipur to Mudra. And out of do we have any data on how many schools all over the country?
Say in the
first 1,08,000. We'll now focus on 1,08,000, no better. And change the cities.
We will get that data, but we have got the data of Mudra only, because Mudra was the only.
So, how many of the 1,08,000 would have changed their cities? We would like to know that.
That will be possible.
And we would also like to see the distribution of which were the cities that they changed.
Was there any change in respect of one of these suspect areas, like Hazaribagh or Patna, or is there any concentration in the change of cities to specific cities?
So there is one interesting statistic.
That will give us some idea.
I have seen one.
Is there any skew in respect of those who got registered between the 9th and 10th of April 24. So after lunch, we are just short of lunch. We'll just break for lunch.
Please.
After all this mental exercise, we also need a little lunch. But what we want to know is this, that those who change their centers, how many of those have made it to the 1,08,000? That's one. And second, is there any skew in favor of those who had changed the cities on the 9th and 10th?
We have, let's roughly work out.
Right.
Some people
That's
change
very
their language. Some people change their language. They said, please give us a Gujarati medium, for instance.
Or language, just
that,
give us also
so
language.
that fits
So
the
9th, concentrate on 9th and 10th of April. How many students change? How many of the fresh registrations, for fresh registrations also could change their centers?
Yes.
No. Fresh registration date is after which the
Can they change the center during that period?
new application is totally different. New applications are completely different.
Can an old student?
Acha, one more. Only confined to one student. Then how did you open up the portal for on 9th and 10th of April 2024 beyond that one student?
Yes.
As a result of which 15,000 students registered. Just 1 second, we have something very important. We'll forget it otherwise. Out of the 15,000 students, how many are in the 1,08,000?
Correct. The reason is, I can give.
Mr. Kaushik, just talk to your staff at lunch and come back after lunch. We'll come back.
Advocate Nadumara here. I think our discussions are going a little off. My lord, I may
That's why Nedumbara is there, no, to ensure that we don't go off.
I may be permitted to address your lordship for just 5 minutes.
Of course, who said no?
No, my lord, before you further proceed, my lord. I was patiently listening
Matthew,
everything
Matthew,
because
one-
I think the whole issue is.
One second.
Yes.
One of your colleagues is in
No,
part of the
I only
argument
want
right
one
now.
sentence to be permitted.
After he finishes, we'll hear
No, my
others.
lord, I only wanted to say one sentence. Hear me in one sentence full.
One sentence.
One sentence only. The whole question before the court is whether the test should be, examination be cancelled or and a re-examination to be conducted. The discussion is far away from that.
No, this is the heart of it. We have to look at the evidence, the underlying evidentiary record to see whether
But my lord, that is a major administrative decision. It is not depending on a minor irregularity here or there. It's a major administrative decision. But for a minor irregularity here or there.
All right. Mr. Nedumbara, 1 second. We were a little confused. Are you on this side or on that side?
No, my lord, I am for the petitioners and my submission is.
You are saying no retest.
No, my lord, absolutely. The only way is to conduct a retest.
Okay. Then that's
And my lord, I want to use a very soft
saying no
terminology, very soft terminology. I discussed with the IIT professor, he used a strong terminology. I'm not using it. He used the terminology the professor used was my lord, the IIT report. He said, my lord, there are 3 types of lies. Lies, damn lies, and now IIT report.
data. Let's not.
No, no, I'm not using.
That's not fair. Mr. Nedumara, also 1 second. Let's not just damn it's Premier Institute. It's so easy to say something about a Premier Institute. Give us core facts. Give us core facts.
No, my lord, I'm very soft on them.
Give us core facts.
If my lord were to hear the cold
If I
facts,
can point out just one aspect,
exam, my lord.
Lord, if I can just say one aspect before my
All
lord.
right, we'll come back after lunch. Yes, man. Your Judges Association, man.
एडजर्न फॉर लंच भाई लंच हो गया है अब लंच के बाद होगा
Grateful, my lords. Because
तो भाई अब लंच हो गया है अब जो भी होगा वो लंच के बाद होगा तो अभी तक जो हुआ मैं उसका एक समरी वीडियो आपको बना कर दे देता हूं 5 मिनट में फिर अपन लंच के बाद दोबारा मिलते हैं ठीक है चलो तो भाई बहुत कुछ भी कंक्लूसिव नहीं हुआ है, अभी डिस्कशन ही चल रहा है। आज पहली बार मैटर में एक्चुअली में घुसा गया है। जो माइनर पॉइंट्स थे जिनका जब से डिस्कशन होना चाहिए था, 4 जून के बाद से जिसका डिस्कशन होना चाहिए था, आज 18 जुलाई आ गए, आज पहली बार सही डिस्कशन हुआ है, बताता हूं मैं।